Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas, and pay heed all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Wildcats, ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to pass. It's Marshall. Right down the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Kentucky!
I mean, you talk about coming out on defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a...
Fires and picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Going to the ground. At the 20, he's got space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Turning to the running game on first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. So they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes in.
The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go through. That's all that means.
And the quarterback caught up through and sacked at the 12.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone. You're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Scanning the field, it's Marshall. He rifles one deep down the right side.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target, risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grab over the middle. It's done. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
They want the edge on the jet sweep. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
You know this defense was practicing and game planning for this guy in particular. They knew with his speed at receiver, not only would he be catching the football, but they were going to get him involved in the run game as well. That defense looked ready for that.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
They've got the screen set up. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing.
Off he goes. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Going deep. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. To the ground with the back.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. To the air, it's Pennington. Gets it out quickly. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Here's the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field. We might have to do this one again. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. They'll go with a direct snap. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He tries to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 35.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. He's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot. If that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep things.
Feeling some heat. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chain. And the Jayhawks in the hurry-up. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He is brought down the middle. What a job to find some running room and move the chain. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Looks as if he's going to run it. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
That keeps the score. Kentucky 13, Kansas 6.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick it away.
Coming out with it, it's White. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Take over. First and 10.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to the ground game on the left. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous. On defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, going up top. Now adjusting. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Kentucky 13, Kansas 6.
Kentucky sent out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Stands alone, all wide receivers. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Showing the arm strength to the left. Makes a connection. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Quarterback adapting. Unleashes to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got strikes over, you can hit, you get flagged for targeting, you get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel it.
Dropping back, it's Marshall. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Dumps it to the back. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Keeps looking downfield. Gets rid of it. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The corners are walked up tight. They go to the ground. He's there to make the stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking for a crease to the left. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Set on third down. To the air, it's Pennington. Gets away. Blasted as he lets it go. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. They're facing a third down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He's looking downfield to throw. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Toledo. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Moving out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse. And they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. run it from the gun. Across the 25, he's got room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
On first down from the 13-yard line. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Back to pass. It's Pennington. Lets it go to the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
27, Kansas, 6.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kansas offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty darn quickly.
It's caught downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage. They move the sticks with the first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a first down.
And a great job by the QB finally running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Touch pass on the run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. 5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to throw it again. Floating away. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. And the Jayhawks headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into half, and listen, I know you're trailing. Building some momentum. Maybe this second half, we can airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Now improvising. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they draw a little closer.
On that two-point conversion, they spread the field, 5 wide receiver set, trying to create some windows to throw into, and they come away with a beautiful-looking, schemed-up two-point conversion.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Gilmore. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And that one's incomplete. Looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wildcats.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Looking to throw. The pass ball is incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Jayhawks will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
Will take over. First and 10.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is...
Can anyone catch him? He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Kentucky! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. To the air, it's Marshall. Flushed out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go.
The expressway is wide open. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Kansas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets' speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan State is ahead in East Lansing, but that's not exactly Kenneth Walker III out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 9 over Toledo. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or you say, hey, QB, do that thing out there.
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it first and 10. Kentucky going quickly.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum.
Over 100 yards already in these games. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. To the air, it's Pennington. Gets it out fast. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
I think moving defense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. You saw it right there.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds.
Are you kidding me?
The Kansas offense returns to the field. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Oh, it'd be a great opportunity. A great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but you feel like you create some momentum here. And a score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have to look at each other right now in this huddle on the field and go, look, guys, it's on us to march this ball down the field, score some points, and bring some energy now to our sideline.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And there is no question in that scenario, that's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They're licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
The aerial assault continues. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Unloads to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Creating solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26.
Kentucky offense will take over. First and 10.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Right back to the well. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And in this game, this guy has shown why he's one of the best in the country. He has so much ability at the running back position. Speed, quickness, the ability to break tackles, unbelievable vision. Already now with 150 yards rushing, the defense has no answer for him. They've got to find a way to slow this guy down.
And I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, want to force the ball down the field. This offense is staying nice and patient right now.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs managed. But the way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. DBs locked up tight on the receivers. Looking downfield, it's Pennington. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The give. Running with power. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Fast motion from the offense. They'll go right back to it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run down in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime. Maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
This is a 3rd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Just destroying his way through the field. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
And how about this offense? What are you thinking as a defense right now? I'm thinking pass, pass. Bringing in guys, making sure I stay deep, playing for the pass, and they run the run right at him. Kind of catch him off guard, get the big yardage, big play, first down for this offense.
Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off play action. Now he's going to break the pocket. Grabs behind the line. It's Correa. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
Like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he gets you, big fella.
Trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Kentucky 41, Kansas 27.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The option look. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio is currently ahead of this one inside a jam-packed Eden Stadium, but the Bobcats have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over the Coyotes. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quickly out to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Back to throw. It's Marshall. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. This is like a baseball pitcher that
some, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel like comfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you up.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. They want to run it left here. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Trying play action. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play. And the Jayhawks racing to the line in the hurry-up. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. He's going to pass. He'll take another shot here. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to. Obviously, I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Tosses it incomplete. His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run. The Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got his man. Touchdown, Jayhawks! And the comeback is on. Before that score, considering last rights, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
He did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The defense is going to dare them to throw the ball. They know the offense is trying to run out the clock. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that.
It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Looking for a man. It's Pennington. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. And they did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Caught close to the marker. It's Page. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw? You have a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The offense on 2nd down. Inside the 45. Nothing but green ahead. Inside the 10. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The defense calls a timeout. Their 2nd of the day as as they try to get their act together. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Slams ahead. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty. Wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. And the Jayhawks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They're going to test the right side with this one. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
And that looks like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back. Get the yardage.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of the bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Charge Jayhawks! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. Fielded in the end zone, it's White. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Sends the offense back out onto the field. Okay, one possession game. Got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To throw, it's Pennington. Fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He wants a big play here late. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, you're able to force an incompletion.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he makes the grab at the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Number 82 with the catch and score.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best players. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
Passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field to match up with all these speedy wide receivers.
Dropping back, it's Marshall. Looking down the middle, and he throws another interception. Touchdown, Kentucky! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 48, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll throw it on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly